Hey, YouTube. That is, I don't know what I'm going to call this video, but, basically, this will kind of be, I don't know. It's not really an update. It's kind of more of a status video. By that, I mean, like, what I've gotten, kind of, what I have, I mean. So, basically, I wanted to tell you some stuff that I just, well, relatively recently got. Not, for one of them, I actually had it for a few years, but I wanted to show it off, since, all these are somewhat, really not, I don't want to say important, how do I say this, really, well, I'll just put special in for now. Really special sets. So basically, I'm going to show you two books and a little last thing, which does have to do with computer games. And yes, they are computer games, but I don't want to call it one computer game. I guess it's an omnigame. No, that wouldn't sound right. I just can't describe anything right now. I'm sorry. I came home from school a few hours ago, and even though it's been a few hours and I've had some time to relax, I just cannot, like, my brain is just not with me right now. I'll just say that for now. So anyway, starting off, just a second, J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. Yes, I've had this for a few years. I actually got it from my uncle, on my dad's side, that is. So yeah, it comes in a little box thingy, and, so, yeah, this is the actual book to read. It's not the original edition, unfortunately, which I do want to get, but, I just don't have it. So, yeah. Why is it I wanted to show this off? Well, number one, I wanted to recommend getting this set to people, mostly because of, because, you know, maybe you want to keep it for a long time and, you know, show it off to your kids or your grandkids or whatever. And, that'll protect it better, and then it'll wind up in better condition when that time comes when you, do something with it in several years. So, yeah. Whoops. It's really nice. And, it's not, I don't think it's an old edition. I didn't really check. Let's see. Houghton Mifflin Company, Boston. Illustrated by the author. I don't know. They don't seem to say when this version was published. So anyway, yeah, that is The Hobbit, and I kind of put that in there to celebrate it coming out. Well, I mean, I know that the second movie came out in December, and that was 5 months ago. Sorry, let me put this down so I can put the book back in the little box thingy. I know that came out a few months ago, and several months ago, actually. And, but, you know, it's just, since, they seem to be making a whole lot of money on them. I mean, you know, on those two, the two they have already released. Come on, get in there. Okay. Finally. So, I wanted to, yeah, just show that off, and kind of celebration of the movies, but not really. And then, just recently, actually about a week ago, or so, sorry, I'm, kind of organizing things. My dad also gave me this. The Complete Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. Complete and unabridged. Yep. I don't really have much of an idea why he actually gave this to me. But, because I remember a few years ago when I read it, actually, I think I read a couple, fairy tales from it. I actually used to have, another version, which I think I really liked. It wasn't the Brothers Grimm, though. I think it was just the original fairy tales, and it was actually pretty old, too, because, it was from my mother, and, she didn't really give it to me, but I just had it, and, it was a fairy tale book with all that stuff. But anyway, so I remember reading a couple, fairy tales in this, and they were pretty dark, but it's not like they scared me or anything, because, basically, I think I read Cinderella, and, either all of Rapunzel or halfway through it. I know, I'm a 13-year-old boy who likes fairy tales, and I'm going to be 14 in a year. I mean, not a year, a month and 22 days, yeah. I'm going to be 14 years old in 1 month, I almost said year again, in 22 days. So, The Complete Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. Yep. I remember when I read it, I remember reading Cinderella, and, those two stepsisters, apparently, in the Brothers Grimm version, they apparently cut off some of their toes, actually, with a knife and stuff, so that their feet could fit into the slippers. And they still barely did, apparently. That's pretty dang dark. But my dad just gave this to me out of the blue. Said that he bought it in college, which I kind of believe, because, I don't remember him coming home, walking through the doorway with this, and, he doesn't lie. I mean, what kind of father actually lies to their children? Yeah, so basically, my dad just gave this to me, said that he bought it in college, which was, in the 80s, I believe. He was born in the 60s. Yes, my father is 52 years old. I'm 13. I know. My parents are really old. So, that's probably what most of you are thinking, but, honestly, most of you are all like, oh my god, he's so old, how can he live that long? I have grandparents who are in their 80s, so, shush. And there are people who, for those of you who, no offense, but aren't too bright, the oldest lady in the world, I heard, lived to be 124 years old. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, just, pretty much, yeah. He doesn't lie. That was completely off topic, but, yeah, recently I read The Frog Prince, and, yeah. Pretty dark. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the Brothers Grimm Book of Fairy Tales is like all those fairy tales you've heard, only dark. They literally are grim. So, yeah. They're not horror stories or anything. They didn't they shouldn't scare you too much, but they probably wouldn't be a very good thing to read to, like, 6 or 7 years old. Maybe 8 or 9 years old would be okay? I don't know. It depends. If you're a parent who's watching this, then I don't know. It's your choice. I don't know why parents would be watching my videos, though. But yeah. Pretty decent, really decent quality, actually. I don't see a single scratch. Well, actually, never mind. Now I do. Huh. I never noticed that. But yeah, this would be pretty dang valuable now. So, yeah. I'm planning on reading this sometime. But I'm not sure when. So yeah, that's the Brothers Grimm Book of Fairy Tales. And this is what I have been wanting to show you really bad. Like, really bad. The Elder Scrolls Anthology. This is the computer games that I was talking about. And, yeah. I got it a few months ago, the day after Christmas. Come on, slide out. Just a second. Okay, come on. Don't do this to me. Okay. The Elder Scrolls Anthology. Yes. It includes all the official games, minus online, of course. But, it includes all the official games: Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. Only 3 of these I have played, unfortunately, because, my parents are pretty much control nerds. Well, actually, my whole family is, at least on my mother's side. But my dad is one of his own. So, yeah. I'm hoping that that once I get to Daggerfall, I'll be allowed to play. I mean, you can turn the explicit options off, which, I'm not going to mention because, it's a world of possibilities. For those of you who are thinking, come on, just get on with the video. I know that you probably want me to. I might make a part 2 of this, because this is going really long. But, yeah. The Elder Scrolls Anthology. The explicit content in Daggerfall, and I believe Skyrim, too, you can turn off, because, yeah. There are probably, just for those of you who are all like, come on, Arthur, get on with the video. My name is not Arthur, by the way. My real name, that is. It's actually my dad's account, for those of you who do not know. So, yeah. There might someday be children watching this, and I don't care what some of you are thinking. I do not want parents to get mad at me because if they find their children have been watching this video. So I'm going to tell them, I'm going to censor myself, basically. I normally do. I don't really cuss or anything, or talk about, stuff you learn in, certain classes. But, yeah. There are parents out there like that, mine included. Yeah, I'm really running out on time. So, thanks for watching. Part 2 will be coming up. Thank you, and bye.